Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Encik Raja and we have
Hi, I'm Mr. Zul.
we are from the Barista Lab. So today we're going to talk about one method of pour over,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
on the V60.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, V60 have three parts of it: the glass decanter itself, the V60, and also the filter pepper. So here are some of the equipment that are needed to do the V60. So basically, we have glasses. Okay, then we need a wooden spoon, a measuring spoon, a puffing spoon.
Now, what about the bean that we're using for today, Encik Zul?
Okay, so for today we are using a medium roasted, using original Arabica beans. Was originating from Colombia.
I see.
Okay, so here are the example of the beans, a medium roasted. You can see the brownish color.
Usually we'll see a darker one, right, for the espresso?
Yes, definitely. And then we need a gooseneck kettle, a bleach filter pepper.
Talking about filter paper, we do have two types of filter paper. One is the bleach one you see here, and also we have a brown one. The difference is the brown one has more peppery taste.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, and then we need a scale, a hand grinder, or we can use an electric grinder.
Now on to the next one. We're going to talk about the procedure of making a V60 coffee. So first we need to weigh the coffee bean, and as a rule of thumb, we usually use this 60 grams to a liter ratio. So in this case we are using 30 grams of coffee, which translate to 500 ml of water. As mentioned by Encik Zul just now, we have two types of grinder, but for today's brew, we are going to use the electrical grinder.
Okay guys, so generally we have three levels of grinding, which are the coarse, the medium, and also the fine.
I see. But what about what we're going to do today, Encik Zul? What level of grinding are we going to use?
Okay, so for the V60 pour over, we are looking for medium to fine grinding level.
I see. Now we stop our grinding a few seconds after medium.
Okay, so as you can see, here are the result of the grinding.
The medium fine, right?
Yes, the medium fine, and it looks like sugar texture.
Now, one of the characteristic listed on the bag for the Colombian bean is chocolate, and once we've already grinded the bean, you can actually sense the aroma of chocolate already.
Okay, now we move on to the next step on filter paper. So the first step on the filter paper is you need to fold the sides of the filter paper. And then carefully put the filter paper on the V60.
Now, the next step is a rather crucial step. We are going to wet the filter paper with some hot water, doing two things at once, which is going to be eliminating the papery taste from the filter paper and also warming up of the glass decanter. But do remember to throw out the water right after.
Okay, so as mentioned earlier, so for today we are using a ratio of 30 gram coffee to 500 milliliter of hot water.
Next, we are going to pour in the coffee that we have already grinded just now onto the filtered paper.
So make sure you pour the coffee at the center of the filter paper.
Now, to ensure that the extraction is even, we need to flatten the grounds in the V60. Prepare the timer for the first step, which is going to be wetting all the coffee grounds that we have here for around 30 to 45 seconds to prepare the coffee grounds, which is the process called blooming.
Okay, so after the blooming process, we continue to pour the rest of the hot water. So the total drawdown will take approximately 2 minutes 30 seconds. While pouring, try not to pour at the filter paper. Pour it on the coffee ground instead.
I see. But I think it's also important that you do not agitate the coffee itself, and make sure that the coffee bed is stable.
Yes.
Okay, so how this method of pouring works is the hot water will go through the coffee, and the extraction will begin, and it will drip down to the decanter. Now, once the drawdown has been completed, you can actually take out the V60 to stop the extraction process.
Okay, so one thing to note, before we serve to the guests, remember to swirl your coffee to make sure that everybody get the same taste of the coffee.
Now, as you can see, the color of the coffee is slightly light, but it's full with flavor. And with that ends our V60 video.
So guys, have a nice day and
And enjoy your
coffee.
coffee.